What's good, my homages? Welcome back to another video. So I'm en route, just about. I have to go get some more bleach because I have to do these reverse tie-dye shirts. So one of my customers, his name is Davey, so shout out Davey for watching this video. I have to do these reverse tie-dye shirts. He has this idea, so like I made this one. This was an AC/DC shirt that I had. He has like all of these older clothes. I think he's got a pair of pants, a pair of shorts, and then I think the rest are t-shirts here, but I think I have like 7-ish items and I have to put bleach in them and I have to reverse tie-dye them, but I didn't have enough bleach last night to do so. So I'm gonna run to the store and grab some more bleach and I'm gonna get this pile done here. Currently uploading one of my YouTube videos. I'm kind of getting behind in content, trying to get my to-do list done here. I also posted on Patreon, so if you've been following me for a while and you want some more in-depth details about my life and you're just want to be a little nosy or help support a starving artist not starve, feel free to do so. Links down in the description. I post a lot on my Patreon. I post very wordy things. I like to write. I like to share my feelings if you haven't noticed on my channel. And I think going forward in the future, there are going to be some things that I don't share in depth on my channel just because I want to pivot in certain areas of my life. Maybe eventually it'll come out, but like as far as my plans and kind of what I'm thinking, we're just gonna go with the flow. I just have more detail on my Patreon, so it's a way that you can support me, helps me pay my bills, helps keep the channel running. Obviously, I don't make a ton off of here yet, but I just got monetized. It took me almost 2 years, so yeah, it's gonna be a very productive day. Well, it already is. Actually, I worked this morning, and then since I got home, I went for a walk, and then I posted on Patreon, and then I posted to my pages and all of that other fun stuff. I have to load all of this candle inventory into my vehicle tonight. This is going to be for Thursday's downtown tomorrow. All right, I'm probably going to use this one up. I got some new gloves. Package is secured. Do this.
Look, I am your father. I usually shut the blinds so the neighbor kids don't get scared. Because that's scary. Alright, we're gonna go to town.
Guys, so I'm gonna show you Davey's stuff. It turned out pretty sweet, if I'm being honest. I'm being serious right now. I didn't say this earlier. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. It is what it is. So he had these black clothes and they have like paint marks on them and stuff, and he's like, well, instead of throwing them away, he wanted to repurpose them and kind of make them like newish again. So I reverse tie-dyed them. So these are his shorts. These are like a sweatpants short. And then they look cool. They actually look cool with the paint stains on them. Not stains, but marks. Here's a pair of pants. Here's a pair of his pants. Those turned out pretty sweet. We've got, it depends on the material how these shirts turn out. But like this one's got a big paint stain on the front, but it looks cool once it's reverse tie-dyed. Like there's a few white paint marks as you can see here. They're pretty sweet. But they look good as new. I did 6 pieces of clothing. For some reason I thought that there were 7, but there's 6. This one, pretty much the same, just a different design. No 2 designs are the same. I do have reverse tie-dye clothing on my website. It's www.rockinbakken.com, but Davey was so kind to ask me. He's like, oh, it's kind of a weird request and I don't want to be rude, but I really love your reverse tie-dye, and he wanted to repurpose these clothes, so that's what we did. And I was like, that's actually a really good idea. I'm all for reusing. I usually don't take special orders, but he walked into my booth at Cheese Fest and he was just like over the moon because I had stuff in his size. He was very grateful about that. And then these 2 are my absolute favorite. I think these are sick. So check this one out. It says go easy on it and it's got paint marks, but now it's reverse tie-dye. And this is like a brown shirt, so the color came out a lot different on the acid wash here. Here's the back. Had a design on it already. Obviously these are not my designs. The bleach is, but not the actual design. And then the Punisher. This one's my favorite. This shirt turned out sick. It's got like little star marks on it, but look at how that turned out. I think that's so badass. I'm obsessed, but anyway, these are coming with me to Thursday's downtown tomorrow, so those are all ready for him to go. You ready to go to Grandpa's? Yeah? Okay. Come on. Go see your siblings? Oh, geez, girl. You gotta be careful. Yes. Come on. Well, I know you get attention all the time. Why are you acting so depressed? Did you miss me?
Here's some fucking apple.
Look at that. Remember back in the day we had apple trees and they hardly produced?
Take some off of here if you want to. They're Macintosh or they're Honey Crisp.
These look like Macintosh. Are they? Do you have any? Alright, boys and girls, today's the day. It's the last Thursday's downtown event of 2025. Running a few minutes behind here, per usual. It's nothing new. I have everything packed in the car. I just have to grab my backpack and lock the doors and I'm out of here. So there's that. Hoping for abundance today. I'm hoping for all good things. So let's make this bread, amen. It's the last hurrah. So I got here like 10, 15 minutes later than I normally do, and oopsies, it's a little packed. It's pure chaos out there, but we got this. It's the last one. Last hurrah. Humphreys, the bird suckers. Let's turn and burn. I'm gonna do a little sit down TED Talk when I get home. So, see you in about 30-ish minutes. Alright, boys and girls, I'm home, obviously. I was like 2 seconds for you, but a lot for me. So, that's exciting. I don't know, this thing keeps wigging out. It keeps like focusing in and out. I think I got it figured out. I noticed it did that. Like, I do apologize if it like goes blurry and then not. Maybe if I just sit still, it'll not do anything. Anyways, today went okay. It wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't the worst day that I've had. Today was very odd, and I was on the news today, so that was cool. I was on the news last year as well. I don't remember what channel it was on this year, but that was pretty cool. I got to spread like mental health awareness and just kind of talk about my mission statement and kind of what I want to do. I got a phone call this morning, and there was a voicemail, and they're like, hey, it's blah blah blah, and we want to have an interview. We want to interview you or whatever. And the guy who interviewed me was super nice, down to earth. And he looked at me and he's like, you know what, it's really nice to like interview you as an artist. Like, it's just cool because it's something different than what he normally interviews. So that was a big compliment. And then he ended up buying some stuff. He bought some candles and then a bracelet for his wife and some stickers. Like, so I just thought it was cool that I got to connect with people that way. It rained. It rained again, but it's fine. Because it only lasted like an hour and a half. But there was a point to where I almost fell asleep. But what I really wanted to talk about today was there's so many times during this journey and in my life where I think, what the fuck am I doing? Who do I think I am? And because this feels like it's not working a lot of times. And it feels like that a lot of times when things are slow in life. And this young girl walks into my booth today, and we ended up, like, I said hi, whatever, and she was looking at my art, and she flipped through and she saw the mushroom, and then she flipped through and she saw the mental health painting that I created. It was a print of it, and she commented and complimented me on it, and for some odd reason, I could just tell, you know, like, I just had that intuitive feeling, and I looked at the girl and I go, you struggle, don't you? And she came up to me and she started talking to me, and she told me that in 2021 she attempted, and she was 11 at the time. And when she told me that, I had everything inside of me that I could do to like keep my shit together, because she's just a kid, you know? And it just like, it bothers me. And there's something not right when a child that young is struggling. And God, it could be anybody, you know? There's no age to depression or anxiety or mental health, you know, mental illness and stuff like that. And I just, oh my God, this sweet girl. I grabbed, I don't know, just like, I just felt a nudge. And I'm not saying this because I'm like some grandiose person, but like, I talk about this shit because it's real. And it's people that I come across, and it's not just a coincidence. There's like a purpose to what I'm doing, but I kind of basically ran after this kid. All my batteries dying. Like, I just felt like she needed to have this sticker, and whoever was with her, I don't know if it was her mom or an aunt or somebody, but they kind of nudged her to turn around, and she turned around, and I gave her the sticker, and she instantly started crying. She had tears in her eyes. And she gave me a hug, and it was like the longest hug. Those are the moments where I think to myself, okay, maybe I am doing this for a reason. Maybe my mom's not disappointed in me. And I just looked at this girl and this young woman, and I just spoke life into her, because I know what it's like to feel like you don't have anybody. I don't know if that's her situation. I'm just speaking in general. And I looked at her, and for some reason I just said, you know, when we struggle, we have to pour that into something. And I said, I feel like you're creative or maybe an artist. I said, but you need to get that energy out, and that's why we create. And the most talented people are the ones that struggle the hardest. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with you. And I opened up and told her that my mom, you know, had, you know, unalived herself. And this kid gave me a hug again, and I just felt really bad. I just wanted to, like, know her and get, like, her phone number, and, like, if she needed somebody, I'd be there. I think about shit like this because, God, I have nieces and nephews that age. Like, I love those kids so much. And if anything ever happened to them, I'd just be really sad. I can't talk about this anymore, but I sit here and wonder what my purpose is a lot of times, and God will send people into my path that are hurting. And maybe I'm not super extroverted, but, you know, sometimes the things that we're hard on ourselves about are actually our gifts. I'm really good with one-on-one conversations, and I thought to myself, well, is there more to this than what I see with my physical eyes? Like, am I supposed to be on a stage talking to young girls or young kids in general? Because there's teens that are very drawn to me. Teenagers seem to like me. I'm accepting and I don't judge. I had everything I could do to hold my crap together. I went to the bathroom and I almost started bawling. I'm like, can't be having a crash out at a freaking art event, but God, I just saw so much of myself in her, you know? Those are the moments what make life worth living. Those are the moments of its connection. You know, without it, nothing would mean anything to us. And I'm, like, obviously, like, I got a part-time job, so, like, I'm not stressed for bills, so, like, today was okay, and, like, yeah, that's why I'm here, that's why I create art, because I can connect with people like that. I guess what I'm trying to say is, when I see people, I want to make them feel like they matter, and I want to make them feel like they're seen, and I want to make them feel like they're not too much. You know, because a lot of times when we are struggling, we feel like we are too much. And I don't know where this road is leading me in life. I've faced so many challenges the last year and a half since I've quit my corporate job, and I continue to show up. I continue to turn on the camera, even if, you know, I'm not getting a lot of views on my videos. It's not about that. It's about making an impact and being honest and real about stuff, you know? I think the world needs more of that. But anyway, I have to get up for work in the morning. It's currently almost 10:15. I have to wake up at 1:45 a.m. So there's that. It's gonna be great. So I'm gonna get in the house, unload some of my stuff, and wash my face and peace out. But I'll be sleeping like a baby tonight. It was a long 14-hour day. Anyways, as always, thank you so much for watching my channel. Thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for... Oh. It's my cue to shut the F up. Thank you for just being here. Thank you. I really do appreciate every single one of you. If you're new, please feel free to subscribe. It helps my channel, helps me get closer to my next goal, which is make a sustainable living off of this platform. All you gotta do is watch the video till the end. Maybe like, comment, share it. That we are not the same person we were about 15 minutes ago. I got my screamy screams on, and it sounds like angry music, but that's therapy since I can't afford it right now. Anyways, I'm gonna pop off and get my butt inside, maybe eat a quick snack, and go to bed. So, yeah, speaking of which, that entire bag of popcorn that I had a clip of, that caramel chocolate, I kind of ate it all, so. Anyway, have a great rest of your day, homages. I'll see you in the next one. This is the last Thursday's event, so I will do another couple events. So stay tuned for more vlogs. I'm excited about it. Bye.